Hi, Jeremy. Hi, guys. Hi, you guys. Hi, Kiara. Girl, sorry I'm late. My husband and my kids was doing the most. Are y'all ready to talk? Are y'all ready to get spicy?
Yeah.
Well, it's not gonna be. No, you stay over there.
I want to say hi.
You could. It's not even really nobody on. But this is a mature conversation. No kids allowed. Go over there.
My lips are chapped.
Y'all ready to get spicy? I don't even know why I'm saying spicy, but y'all ready? Y'all ready to get deep? Hi, guys. We just gonna give it a few seconds to try to let more people come on. Again, sorry I'm late, huh?
That would like be.
Girl, get out.
Well, I can't move. Hold up. Hold up. I gotta sit down for a little. Hold up.
Can you go?
Oh my stomach.
Okay, so guys, I did do the live where you guys can come on and so I'm gonna be bringing you guys on. I'm about to post the link. If you guys want to join the live and like state your opinion or give your opinion or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna post that link. Hopefully you guys come on and talk. But I'm gonna say this. Please don't click the link if you're not gonna show your face or if you're gonna be too shy to talk, because that's the point of this whole thing, is to get you guys talking, get you guys stating your opinion. You know what I mean? And if you guys didn't see the title, 18 and over, I can't tell you guys to be in here or not, but yeah, 18 and over. What's going on, Kiara? Girl, I hope you about to be in this live though. And guys, so you guys know I've been talking about this for like about a week now. So I am kind of nervous because this is my first time doing something like this. But hopefully with the help of you guys, you know, we can keep the conversation going. I just want open conversation, honest conversation, a judge-free zone. Everybody state their opinion. Don't judge someone else on how they feel. Just let's be adults and be grown and just talk about stuff. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and post the link right now. Hopefully I could post it on here because last time I posted it on the community tab. But let me see if I could post it on here. Well, hopefully you not so you can join. But if not, you in the chat and write in how you feel is cool. I would love for people to join the actual live and state their opinion so that I'm not the only one sitting here talking. So I'm gonna drop the link. I'm in here, but I'm not really deep in because I'm getting ready for a wedding tomorrow for my best friend, and the girls are in the wedding. So between getting doing their well, hopefully you have a good time tomorrow, but that sucks. Hold on, guys, I'm trying to get the link. I think it's this one. Um, yeah, but hopefully we got some people in here that's gonna talk because, like I said, I don't want to be the only one talking, and it's only gonna work if I hear y'all opinion as well. So, okay, so here's the link. Let's see if it work. Nope, I don't think it's gonna work. Oh yeah, there you go. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to pin this comment, and I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna add you, but give me 1 second. I'm trying to pin this comment. Okay, I'll go ahead and add you. Hold on. Hopefully you an adult. Like I said, I love my kids, but yeah, I know. I'm trying to get this together, y'all. I'm trying to pin this comment. Why can't I pin this comment? There we go. Okay, so there's the link. I just pinned the comment. All right, my bad, y'all. Y'all know that I'm new to this, so yeah. Okay, so okay, he came. Who was that came on and left? Okay, so anyways, the topic that I want to talk about tonight is um being comfortable with your spouse or your partner going to strip clubs. That's what we're going to talk about. Being comfortable, or how do you guys feel about your partner or your spouse going to strip clubs? And also, in the same token, um, bringing other people into your relationship sexually. So come on, I need y'all's thoughts, y'all's opinion, how y'all feel about that topic. Can everybody hear me? Because y'all said I was going in and out, but I know I was. Okay, Brown, let's see. Hello.
Hi,
Are you a kid? How old are you? Y'all, hold on. Hello? Hello? Yes, I did. Hold on. Y'all, hold on. Y'all know every time I go live, people want to start calling. It says it's ready. Hold on. I hope I didn't order at the wrong one. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, you probably just took too long. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Again, guys, for my kids in here, if you guys are in here, huh? Okay, bye. If you guys are in here, this is a more mature live. So I prefer for you guys to be 18 and older to be in the live, but I can't tell you guys to stay in or get out. So it's up to you, but I'm letting you know that I want this to be a more mature live. So yeah. So can y'all hear me? Can somebody tell me if y'all can hear me? Can y'all hear me? Is the live good? Are we good? Hold on. Hi, Julia. Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay, so did y'all hear what the topic is going to be tonight? So again, I just pinned the link if you guys want to join the live and talk about the topic at hand. I might be a little out of the conversation because they are over here blasting the music in the car. Y'all, that sucks. I came on hoping to have like my day ones in the conversation and everybody is busy. But oh well, we can still talk for the ones that are here. Hopefully, um, you guys can join and jump in whenever you want. But the discussion for tonight is being comfortable. I don't want to say allowing, but like being comfortable with your spouse or your partner going to strip clubs, and also to piggyback off of that, being comfortable with bringing someone else into the relationship sexually. What are y'all thoughts and opinions? Like, how y'all feel? Are y'all okay with y'all spouse or partner going to strip clubs? Do y'all have a problem with it? And how do y'all feel about bringing in other individuals in the bedroom? Let me know. Let's get it going, y'all. Who want to be the first person to join the live? Or if you guys are scared to join the live or don't want to join the live, then that's fine. But I left that option open. But what's y'all thoughts? Come on. Don't be scared to talk, y'all. This is the point of this. I need y'all to communicate with me and get the discussion rolling. So don't be scared. Like I said, this is a judge-free zone. Ain't nobody judging nobody. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions. I just love to see how other people think. So how y'all thinking? What's going on? What y'all doing in y'all relationships? Are y'all okay with y'all spouse going to strip clubs? Are y'all joining y'all spouse going to the strip clubs? Like, let me know. I don't really know. I mean, I don't think it's completely ethical. Okay, so I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on the strip club, being in a relationship. I personally don't agree with it. I don't think that I'm gonna speak for me. So of course my husband, I don't feel the need for my husband to go be in the company of girls, one that he don't know, shaking shaking butt. Like, if you get what I'm saying, I feel like, to me, I feel like it's disrespectful, hands down. I feel like it's disrespectful, and I feel like you shouldn't want no other female up in your face, shaking a butt up in your face, and then coming home to me. Because then at that point, it's like, when we are intimate, are you thinking about the person that was just shaking a butt up in your face, or, like, you guys know what I mean? And honestly, my husband is on the same page. Like, he feels the same way. Like, he doesn't agree with the strip clubs. Like, he tell me he don't feel the need to go to strip clubs. Like, that's not for him. Let me see. Somebody said, I feel like it's not right because it can mess up your relationship. Okay, so when it comes to my spouse going to the strip club, I can respect him doing that as long as he can respect my boundaries and my rules when it comes to that. Are you just asking because of you? No, I'm just asking in general. Um, while strip clubs aren't for me, I think if I could trust my man enough, we would have a good, stable relationship. I respect that, but it doesn't really make me comfortable. It would make me feel that I'm not enough. It's that's my thing. My thing is, if we're in a relationship, I feel like, what is the point of going to a strip club? You go to a strip club for entertainment. I just feel like I should be enough for that entertainment. Like, why do you need to go to a place where people are half dressed? Some of these strip clubs, of course, are nude strip clubs. So why do you feel the need to, like, go have another girl all up on you, all up in your personal space? Like, if you're in a relationship, like, that's just my personal opinion. Like I said, this is actually, if you guys were watching the live when I was in Puerto Rico, this is actually a topic of discussion that we were talking about. And some of the individuals that were with me were saying that they were perfectly fine. Like, being in a relationship, they both go to the strip club together. Me, I feel like I'm too much of a jealous person to go to the strip club with my husband. That's just me personally. Now, I don't feel like I'm insecure because I prefer my husband not to go to the strip club, but some people may feel like that's being insecure. I don't feel like that's being insecure. I just feel like my man shouldn't need to be in a company of half naked females dancing all up on him in his face. Like, that's just me. Also, to go with that, if he is going out to these places while I'm pregnant, it does hurt me because it's making me feel like I'm not enough. But if it's when I'm 100%, I'm being confident. Okay, so what's the difference though, Kiera? Is it because of your hormones? Like, what's the difference? Because I feel like that. And again, I'm not saying you wrong. I'm just trying to see, your understanding. What's the difference? Because I feel like that's hand in hand. Is it because of the hormones you feel insecure because you got this big belly, and then when you're not pregnant, you're your natural self, so you're more confident. But I just feel personally, I feel like it has nothing to do with confidence. I feel like, or being insecure. I personally feel like it has to do with respect. Because in the same token, does your husband feel comfortable with you going to the strip club, whether that be a male strip club or a female strip club? Does your husband feel comfortable with you going to a strip club? As for a third in the relationship, absolutely not. I have to rethink my relationship if he wanted that. Yeah. So how y'all feel about that too, Kiera? Do y'all, like, have you ever brought in a third person in y'all relationship sexually? Or, like, how do y'all feel about that? Okay, the difference for me is me being pregnant. My body is not my body. Everything is saggy, everything is different. But when I'm 100%, everything is tight, everything is pulled together. But again, that goes hand in hand with, is that just your hormones? Because at the end of the day, like, I feel like personally, and I'm trying to say the right thing because I don't want to, but I feel like at the end of the day, I think that I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, but is that more so of the hormones? Because if you're pregnant with your man's child, your body doing all this funky stuff and growing and all that, like to me, it should be beautiful to him. You're pregnant with his child. So is that something within, or let me know? Hi, Lanaja. Yeah, for me personally, so when it comes to again, guys, I know I have people jumping in and out, but again, this is a more mature live, so I prefer it to be 18 and over just because of the topic that we're talking about. I would absolutely not allow a third person. I'm not completely even sure what would be wrong, but I know it would be wrong. Okay, so for me personally, when it comes to bringing in a third person in the bedroom, I just feel like I said, I'm too much of a jealous person. Like what's mine is mine. I'm not sharing, period. So to me, when it comes to bringing in a third person, I just feel like I don't think that I could sit there and watch my husband interact with another female in front of me. Um, Hi, Suzette. Again, um, I prefer you guys to be 18 and over to be in this live just because the topic that we're discussing, but to each his own. But back to that, I feel like I couldn't sit there and watch my husband interact with another person in the bed and I'm sitting there and watching. And then, like, me knowing how my husband performs in the bed, I wouldn't want anyone else to experience that. If y'all get what I'm trying to say, like, I wouldn't want nobody to experience that. And another thing that go hand with that is it's not that I don't trust my husband. I don't trust the third person, whoever that might be, whether it might be a friend or a random person. Like, I don't trust that person. Like, how you know that she not gonna become a psycho and be stalkerish and like the way your man put it down, and now she wants your man. Like, y'all know what I mean? So I just feel like when it comes to that, like, I just feel like you're looking for a disaster. What's your thoughts? Because, like I said, this was another thing that was brought up, and everybody was calling me insecure. I don't feel like that's being insecure. I don't feel like me not wanting to share my man is insecure. And that don't make me insecure. And that don't mean I don't trust my man. Like I said, I don't trust the other person because I've seen so many different occasions where that happened, and then your man done left you for the one that you done brought in. Like, how you know he not gonna, especially for people who's been in a relationship for a long time. My husband and I, we've been in a relationship for 15 years in December. So of course he's only had me. Like, what if we bring this third person in and then it's a different feeling for him and he liking that feeling more. Like, y'all get what I'm trying to say? Am I making sense or am I sounding crazy? Because I know I'm not the only one that feel this way. Now when he comes to the third person, absolutely to the hell not, because one, you don't know what diseases that person is carrying into. I feel like seeing someone else please my husband is not okay. Thank you. That's exactly what I was saying, but I was told that I was being insecure. Like, no, I don't, and I was told that mean I don't trust my man. I don't feel like that has anything to do with trust issues. Again, like I said, I know how my man get down. I know how my man pleases me. And he do the same thing to another female, she gonna be going crazy, and we gonna have some stalkerish stuff going on our hand. What's up? Where you want it? You can put it in the kitchen. Well, I am gonna eat. So you don't wait. So do you ask this because something's going on? Or are you just curious? No, these have nothing to do with like my personal relationship. Like I said, this is just different topics that I want to be talking about just to see how each person feels, how each person carries their relationship. Like, no, my relationship is perfectly fine. Me and my husband are not having any problems. These are just, I just want to see how other people think. Cause like I said, this was a topic at hand that I was having with a group of other people, and everybody had different opinions. So I just like to see how other people think, what y'all comfortable with y'all relationship, why y'all feel the way y'all feel, why do you feel it's okay, why you feel it's not okay. Like, I just want to know how other people think. But yeah, these topics don't necessarily have to do with me and my relationship. I'm just curious. Yeah, look, I've been single, but my man is my man. I don't care. Right. That's how I feel. Like, and I get it, and I understand that people are, I guess, if you want to say, comfortable within their relationship, that they don't care. But my man is my man, and I'm not sharing, baby. Like, bottom line, I'm not sharing. Like, my husband and I have been together for 15 years, and like, no, baby, I'm not sharing. No. I still go crazy over my husband. Like I still, I still get butterflies with my husband, and I still like, so if I'm experiencing that, baby, what you think this other person gonna experience? No, she gonna go crazy. I agree with Kiera. Which part do you agree with Kiera? The strip club or bringing in a third person? And that is true. You don't know what other people have. You don't. It's too much stuff going around nowadays, and you don't know what someone may like. Bringing in a third person for your man to go cheat on you. Like I said, to me, I feel like if your man agree with that, I feel like he kind of don't respect you at the end of the day. Because I asked my husband, these are questions that me and my husband have talked about, and I've asked my husband like how he feel. Like, how would you feel if I was to come to you and be like, babe, let's bring a third person into the room? He was like, I wouldn't even feel comfortable. I wouldn't even feel comfortable like messing with another girl in front of you. So that's just us. What if y'all brought in another guy and you pleased him and your husband watched? And that's my thing. A lot of this stuff is contradictive. Like a lot of men would agree with it being a female, but let's bring another man into the room. Like, how would you feel? That's why I said a lot of men would say, "Oh, I would allow my girl to go to the strip club. We go to the strip club together." Okay, but how would you feel if your girl went to a male strip club where you got stuff swinging in your face and all of that? Would you be okay with that? Like, these topics be very contradictive, I'm telling you. But like I said, you have some people who go both ways. So to them, it's like they like that stuff. But when you don't go both ways, are you okay with that? I just feel like watching my man please another girl, it's like, baby, you're too comfortable. Like you're liking that too much. Like, you know what I mean? Like to me, my husband shouldn't be okay with that. I'm not gonna even say husband because I'm making it personal. Whether you married or whether you just in a relationship, yo man liking it and enjoying it, like I'd be looking at him sideways, like, baby, am I not enough? Like, what's going on here? Um, I agree with you. My bad. Okay. Yeah, because like I said, I was told that I was insecure. And then you know what else I was told, y'all? I was told that my man secretly wants to go to the strip club. He just doesn't want me to feel bad. And I'm like, why in today's society is it not okay for a man to not be into that type of stuff? Like, why is it that because my husband is not into that, he secretly wants to go to a strip club and he just doesn't want to make me feel bad? Like all men don't get satisfied by going to a strip club. All men don't get the satisfaction of having another woman in their face. Like, for one, again, not being judgmental, but I'm just stating my opinion. For one, you don't know what these women got. Two, these women are on hundreds of different men. You don't know what they doing after hours. You don't know what they doing behind closed doors. So why would you even feel comfortable with having someone all up on you half naked and you don't even know what they got? Like that's the type of stuff that I look at. Like I told y'all, I think deep. I'm not a surface thinker. I deep think. So I don't just look at the little 5 minutes of pleasure that I'm getting and the arousement I'm getting by looking at these half naked people. I'm thinking about the internal stuff. Like, baby, I'm good. So if you pleased another man that was brought in, your husband probably wouldn't be okay with it. I would assume no. My husband is like I tell you, me and my husband are like this. Like we are basically the same person. Like my husband, he wouldn't go for that, baby. Like, no, he wouldn't go for that at all. No. Kiara, are you still on here? Or did she get off? Nobody wants to join the live. I want to see y'all face. But like I said, I just feel like you opening up the door for a disaster because you're allowing your man or woman to become curious of what else is out there. And then I feel like 9 times out of 10, not saying in all cases, but I feel like in most cases, like when you allow that to happen, your man start doing stuff behind your back. Even the girl that y'all might bring into the room or the man, however y'all roll. But I feel like, what if they start sneaking behind your back and start messing with each other? Like, because you were okay with it, with y'all being together. So what if they like, okay, well, your man thinking like, okay, well, if she was comfortable enough to bring her into our bedroom, why can't I just go still get a piece of the pie? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like you're opening up the door for disaster. Am I wrong? Also, please don't get mad, but I'm not 18, but almost though. I'm sorry, but I will be very soon. Like I said, to each his own. I'm coming in here telling you guys we're talking about um, adult things. So I'm letting it be known, 18 and over, because I don't want to disrespect nobody's kids. But hey, I just want mature people in here because I want to hear thoughts from mature people. So that's it. That's all. So that's okay. But yeah. Come on, y'all. What's going on with the conversation? What's some stuff? What's like, okay, so when it comes to like your relationship, what is some things that you guys um feel that you will allow? What are some things like if your man, when is when do you step away from your relationship? Like, say for instance, me. Like, say for instance, how I'm not okay with my man going to the strip club, but he feels that he wants to go to the strip club. Like, what's the common ground? Are you just gonna put your feelings to the side and say, okay, if that's what you want to do, go ahead, don't disrespect me? Or how would you approach that? How would you approach that? Let me know. You're not wrong, but if she got an STD, right? You don't know what these people got. It ain't like they handing you they sexual background when you walk in the door. You don't know. How would you feel if you were single and you were the one that got brought in? Would you still say yes? This is if you're single. Honestly, like I said, the type of person that I am, whether I'm single or not, I don't want to say jealous, but I'm very jealous. So whoever I'm messing with sexually, whether we're in a relationship or not, like it's gonna be me and you, baby. Like even if it was like a friends with benefits type stuff, it would still be I'm not sleeping around with a whole bunch of people. So I would expect you not to be sleeping around with a whole bunch of people. Um, do y'all get what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna just be out here messing with any and everybody, even if I was single. Whoever I'm investing my body and my energy to, either we got to be working on relationship, working towards a relationship, or working towards something. I'm not about to just be out here sleeping with any and everybody, even if I'm single, because I feel like I told y'all, I'm very big on energy. So to me, when you're engaging in sexual contact, that person's energy is rubbing off on you. So I'm not about to just be out here sleeping with any and everybody. So even if I was single and somebody asked me to join their relationship, I would tell them no because I personally wouldn't feel comfortable. But that's just me. When I'm down for you, I'm down for you. So and you guys want to know what's funny? Well, it's not even funny, but if y'all been watching me, y'all know I always say that. Fun fact, what's funny? But when my husband and I first started talking, that was a question that he asked me. He was like, "Are you looking for a relationship or are you looking for like a friends with benefit type situation?" And the first thing I told him was, "Baby, I'm too jealous to be out here doing the friends with benefits. Like we either a thing or we're not. Like I'm not about to be out here messing with just anybody." And of course he agreed, huh? Can I start taking down my hair? I'll let you know tomorrow because I still haven't took my nails off. So I don't want you to take your hair down and then you walking around looking crazy. The film is good. I feel if he's doing things that involve using other women for pleasure, no matter what it is, would bother me. And that's how I feel. Like I said, I feel like if you for me, you for me. I wish I could get my husband to say something, but I already know he not. No, I'm not single. I'm just guys.
Hey, where my key?
It's on the couch. That you don't have to come on camera, but do you want to say how you feel about bringing a third person into the relationship? I knew he wasn't gonna say nothing. No, I'm not single. I'm still married. I'm still in a relationship. I just like to pick people's brains. So, guys, so if you guys don't know what we're doing, so I started this thing called Thoughts from Within, which is a little series that I got going on. So every week I'm gonna come on live every Friday around 4:30 to 5. I'm gonna come on and talk about like different topics, different situations, just to get like other people's perspective, other people's opinions. The topic might be family, it might be relationship, it might be a coworker, like just different topics to see how people think, to see how people feel, just to get the conversation going, you know. So no, I'm still in my relationship. Why is your camera like that? It's because if you guys see the link right there, you guys can click on that link and you can join the live. So if you guys want to come on the live and talk about like how you feel about the situation, you guys can. So that's why the camera's like that. I feel like there would honestly be common ground about if one would go to the strip club and one not. I would not be okay with that. I feel there would be no common ground. And that's honestly how I feel. And honestly, I feel like in a relationship, that should be something that is talked about. I feel like I know for me, when my husband and I got in a relationship, I told him like I'm not okay with this. I don't agree with that. I don't like this. If this is something that you don't agree with, then maybe this is not what's meant to be. So I feel like these are conversations that need to be had in the beginning of a relationship, instead of waiting until you're 2, 3, 4, 5 years deep and then having a problem with a situation. So I wish he would even. I wish he would even off camera. I want to know from a man's perspective. I know, and I knew he wasn't when I asked him. If you wasn't in a relationship. What do you mean if I wasn't in a relationship? What if you were single and thought you were just dating someone but found out they were married? What would you do? I'm out, baby, because at the end of the day, you've already cheated on me. You've already lied to me, and that's a big lie right there. Ain't no way in hell you in a whole marriage and didn't tell me. Even if it was, oh, I'm married, but we're separated. I feel like that's something that I need to know so that can I can know what I want to do. Give me the option to say, okay, I'm fine with it. Okay, I'm not fine with it. Don't just hide that from me. And that goes hand in hand with a guy being with a guy, talking to a guy, and they not telling you they have kids. Like, baby, how you hiding a whole child? Like, if you would lie about something that big, then baby, you would lie about anything. No, I'm good. Sorry, it's been months since I've been here. Oh, it's okay. But how is everyone in the family? Everyone is good. The kids is good. The husband is good. Everybody is good. Thank you for asking. Go clean up.
I'm about to eat.
We'll go eat.
Okay.
Yo, here go my son bothering me again. So you're trying to say if you wasn't in a relationship and you doing it with a man, you're loyal to that man? No, that's what I'm saying. If I wasn't in a relationship, even okay, let's say I'm talking to this guy and we haven't made the relationship final. Like we haven't agreed to be in a relationship, but I'm talking to you. That's something that I'm going to let that person know. Like, I'm talking to you to eventually lead up to a relationship. I'm not just talking to you just to be talking to you. I'm leading up to something, like if you know what that means. So if I'm at the stage where I'm sleeping with you, then we're leading up to something because I'm not about to just be sleeping with anybody. So even if I'm single and we haven't established a relationship, if I'm talking to you, then we're leading up to something if I'm sleeping with you, if that makes sense. So at that point, we're not dating other people. We're just dating each other. We're building our relationship. We're figuring us out to hopefully eventually get into a relationship. Does that make sense? Because like I said, I'm an energy person. So you not about to be sleeping with me and then sleeping with X, Y, and Z too, and then coming back and sleeping with me. No, it's not gonna work like that. If I'm sleeping with you, if I'm giving you my body and my energy, then we got to be working towards something. Hi, Ariana. Um, have you ever had sexual feelings towards the same gender at any point? No, I have not. I have not ever had sexual feelings for another for the opposite gender. I'm not gonna lie. I have been curious just to, because like I said, a lot of people want to judge people, but they don't know like the ins and outs of things. They don't know like why that person is the way they are. So I'm just curious. I've been curious to know like what makes you attracted to the other sex? What makes you not like the opposite sex? Like stuff like that. Like I'm just curious, but I've never like had thoughts of wanting to be with another woman. No. Like I said, y'all, I'm a deep thinker. So I don't come like I don't judge people. I just be wanting to know like why do you think the way you think? Why do you feel the way you feel? But never am I ever gonna judge anybody. Hi, Snacks for Life. Yes, I remember you. So okay, let me ask you, the real diva, like, um, are you okay with your man doing that? Like if you wasn't in a relationship and you were talking to somebody, would you be okay with that person like talking to other people while they're talking to you because you're not in like fully invested in you, or how would you feel? I'm back. So sorry. Hey, Kiara girl. Um, yeah. So I had asked you, Kiara, does um how does your husband feel about you going to strip clubs? Like, is he okay with you going to the strip club, or does he have a problem with it? And what would you do if your husband came to you and wanted to bring a third person into the bedroom? How would you feel? Like, would you be okay with it? Would you feel some type of way? Like, how would you feel about that? Kind of off topic, but if guys, and again, I'm on a specific topic, but if y'all want to discuss something, we can. This is what this is about. I like to, I like to see where you guys are coming from, as well as you guys seeing where I'm coming from and how I feel about, different situations and different topics. So if you guys want to, ask something, go ahead and ask it. Kind of off topic, but if one of your children came out, would you accept them, or like what would you say? Honest to God, I would accept them. At the end of the day, you're my child, and I am not gonna push you away because of who you feel you love, like or like. I'm just not gonna do that. I'm gonna question you because I feel like a lot of people, especially in the day and age that we're living in, with everything going around and it being pushed and thrown in our face, I feel like a lot of people are just doing it and don't know for sure that that's what they want to do. So I would sit down and I would question my child, like, why do you feel that way? What makes you think that way? Like, is this something that you really want to do? But I'm never going to throw my child away because of who they feel they like. Like, I wouldn't do that. Of course, I would prefer for my children not to do that. But if they did come to me and, they were like that, then that's my child at the end of the day. Okay, First, my husband, as long as it has a female strip club, he doesn't care because I've been to a few while we were in a relationship. Now, male strip clubs are different. He is completely out of that. No. See, and that's my thing. I feel like that's so contradictory. It's okay for him to go to a strip club and be around the opposite sex, but it's not okay for you to go to the strip club and be around the opposite sex. That's so contradicted. Now, if he asked me to bring a third person in, we would have a whole conversation and I would ask why does he feel the need to? And no, because I know how good he is in the bedroom. So if he does it to another woman, I would be pissed off because you're doing it with her and I would feel like I'm not enough. Right. Okay, but what would you do in the situation of if you were single? If you were single and you were just like messing around with a guy, are you okay with that, or are you like me? Like once you talking to somebody, like y'all locked in, even though y'all haven't officially made it official. Because it's a difference. A lot of people say like, oh, we're friends with benefits, so I can mess with other people. But like I said, I feel like those are things that needs to be discussed in the beginning, in the talking stages of a relationship, like letting the other person know like what you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept, like those type of things. I don't feel like you should wait till you're deep into a relationship or even deep into talking stages to let somebody know how you feel. Oh no, absolutely not. One person max. And that's how I am. Can you explain you went out? I'm not a person to bounce around. Um, yeah, I said, I don't know what part you didn't hear, but I said, I feel like those are things that need to be discussed. When you feel like you're starting to get invested in a person, whether y'all make that official or not, I feel like that's something that you need to let the opposite person know. Like, I'm for this, I'm for that. I don't tolerate this. I don't like this. So if you want to run now, run now. Don't wait till I get my feelings invested and then want to tell me you got a problem with stuff. Like when I first met my husband, and I feel like this is all part of being mature because yeah, y'all might not take the relationship to the next level. Yeah, y'all might not get serious, but I feel like at least you know where I stand. You're not coming in blindsided and then months into whatever we got going on, I tell you I'm not cool with that, and then you ready to bounce and my feelings are already invested. Baby, no, I'm gonna tell you how I feel and what I tolerate in the beginning. Like I said, when my husband and I first started talking, I let him know I don't like smoking. Smoking for me is a turn off, whether that's smoking cigarettes, whether that's smoking marijuana, whether that's smoking anything. That is a huge turn off for me. That is just something that I've never liked. Like I said, if y'all have been following me, then you know I've said like my dad was in jail my whole life. And that was one of the reasons why he was in jail. So I don't like smoking. I don't like being around smoking. I don't like smelling smoke, none of that. So I let him know off the rip, like, I'm not okay with that. I don't tolerate that. If that's the issue with you, then let me know now before. So it like stuff like that. It's okay I feel like it's okay to let someone know what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate, what you like, what you don't like before you guys have even established a relationship. I feel like we should talk about what we don't like before we get into a relationship. Exactly. Exactly. And like I said, to me that I just feel like that's a part of being mature. Yeah, the relationship might not go nowhere, but at least you know what I like and what I don't like, what I will tolerate, what I won't tolerate. And that's why I said a lot of people look at my relationship as, oh, you're holding your husband back. Oh, he really don't like that. Oh, he really wants to do this. He really wants to do that. Like, no, these are conversations that me and my husband have had way in the beginning of our relationship. And like I said, to me, it's just weird for another person to think that just because he's a man, that's what he likes, that's what he's into, and he just doesn't want to hurt my feelings. No, because baby, if that's what you want to do, go do it. I'm just not gonna be here because you're not about to play in my face like I'm stupid and then baby, no. Like I said, some people like that. I'm one of the ones who don't. So if that's what you want to do, baby, you're not for me. I'm not for you. Smoking is a turn off for me as well. But like I said, you need to set boundaries early. Exactly. And like I said, those are the boundaries that my husband and I set before we even begun to talk about a relationship. I let him know I don't like guys who smoke. Um, he asked me like, "Are you looking for friends with benefits? Are you looking for a relationship?" And I told him, "I'm a jealous person. I'm looking for a relationship. I'm looking for something serious." He said the same thing. Like, it's me and you. Like when I'm with somebody, I'm with somebody. Like we gonna ride till the wheels fall off type stuff. So we let it be known in the beginning what we liked and what we didn't like. Now, okay, here go another question. I'm gonna say in a relationship, but more so in a marriage. How much are you willing to change for your spouse? Ari, I'm gonna deny you only because I know you're a kid. And like I said, this is an 18 plus conversation. So yeah, I don't want to bring you on live and we're talking about adult stuff. So um if you do come on, I prefer you to be an adult. Hi Nat. Um, because I don't want him playing with my feelings, if that makes sense. No, that makes complete sense. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I know how I am as a person, and I know that I'm a jealous person. So I'm not gonna play like I'm okay with you doing something and I'm not. But um again, in a relationship, but more so in a marriage, how much are you willing to compromise? How much are you willing to change who you are to satisfy your partner or satisfy your husband? I'm going to say more so in a marriage, because in a relationship, I mean, for me personally, whether we in a relationship or whether we in a marriage, it's the same for me. But how much are y'all willing to compromise? How much are y'all willing to change who you are as a person to please your spouse? Like, okay, I'm willing to change as much as they need me to, as long as they know my rules and my boundaries, and as long as they don't go over them, fine. I feel like we should talk about our turn offs and turn ons before I want to take it serious, because I'm not the type of girl to play with my man's feelings. Right. Because I'm 12 and I don't want to be a part of a dark conversation. Okay, Nat. Yeah, that's why I put in the title 18 and over, because I agree with you. Okay, so Kiera, is there a is there like a limit? Because from what you're saying, it's basically like you will change who you are completely just to satisfy your man, as long as he know your rules. But my thinking is, I'm not gonna. I'll change and I'll compromise to an extent. Now, for my husband and I, one of the topics when we got into a relationship was having male friends. Me having male friends and him having male female friends. For him, it wasn't really a big deal because my husband doesn't like talk to females, if that makes sense. Like my husband, y'all know y'all don't know my husband, but if y'all know my husband, like how he don't want to come on camera and how he don't want to talk, like my husband is more so to himself. So my husband is really not a people's person. So that's nothing that I had to worry about anyways. But when it came to me, again, my husband and I met when I was 19. So of course that's still freshly out of high school, college, or whatever. So I had a male best friend that I known before I had even got with my husband. And that was an issue for him. So in situations like that, are you willing to give up long time friendships that you knew before your husband and you got together? Or is that like where do you draw the line when it comes to like topics like that? Hi Sabrina. Well, I would change small things like my attitude, but like I'm not changing everything about me, especially if he wants to be to get physical charges as in Botox or enlargements or anything. Yeah, see now when it comes to stuff like that, like, and I'm gonna be honest and transparent with y'all, because this is what I want, honest and transparency. Um, After having my kids, y'all know women, us women out there, after we have kids, our body changes. And before I used to have nice little perky, boobs. And after I had my kids, like now they sag. So that's one thing that I've been wanting, is to get my boobs done. But again, that goes hand in hand. I want to get my boobs done to a certain extent, but I don't want breast implants. But my husband, he's like, no, I don't want you to touch your boobs. Like I like your boobs like the way they are. So like when it comes to stuff like that, like yeah, I'm a compromise with you. Like I get that. But at the same time, it's like it's my body. I'm the one who went through the childbirth. I'm the one who have to walk around with the insecurities. Like, yeah, you might like my body the way it is, but at the end of the day, I'm the one who have to walk around with this body, if that makes sense. I feel like we should talk about our turn off and turn on before. I think I read that. Yeah, I did. Um, if either of us have to change in a relationship, I don't think we will work out. It will probably result in one of Are both of us being unhappy and resentful? Okay, so to piggyback off of that, I feel like when you get into a relationship, because you got to remember, you just went from this single life to being in a relationship with another person. So I feel like there are going to be some changes and there are going to be some compromises because you're jumping from being single, doing what you want, talking to who you want, like, going where you want, doing what you want, to being in a relationship where you're with another individual who you have to respect their wishes. So I feel like there are gonna be changes, there are gonna be compromises, but how much are you willing to sacrifice? If either of us have to, already read that. Okay, sorry, but how would you feel if your kids want all that expensive stuff? If y'all been following me, then you already know the answer to that. For one, I've raised my kids to be um to not care about all of that stuff. So my kids really don't ask for expensive things. And when they do, it's minor stuff like, oh, can I get a PlayStation 5? Or like the most expensive thing that they might ask for is like the girls. My girls want a PlayStation 5. That's expensive. Like I've raised my kids to not care about that stuff. So they don't really ask for that stuff. Hi, Space Cream. I couldn't give up my best friend. I had a boy best friend since third grade, and I'm almost 17. I never had feelings for him, but I love him as a brother. I could never give that up. Okay, so do you know for sure? Why do I feel like I lost my charm? Oh, I was about to say. How do you know your best friend don't have feelings for you? Because at the end of the day, I kind of I kind of understood where my husband was coming from. Um, because yeah, y'all might be friends, y'all might be longtime friends, but I feel like the guy could have feelings for you that he's just never expressed to you because he doesn't want to ruin y'all friendship. So um me and that's one conversation that me and my husband like really had to talk about, and I had to express how I felt, and I had to see where he was coming from. And although he was okay with it at the end of the day, um me and the guy don't even talk no more. Like we outgrew each other. I moved on with my life. I started having kids, and he, you know, went on with his life. Even though still to this day, like we're cool. Actually ended up running to him a couple of years ago, and it was like, hey, but I didn't like completely cut him off because of my husband. We just outgrew each other, I guess, if that makes sense. Okay. In that case, I agree. Small changes such as doing chores or the way I do things around the house or other people, stuff related to that, I'll change as long as I don't lose myself in those changes. Yeah. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, like it was like small stuff that my husband had issues with, like um going out. Even though I don't really go out, he just felt it was unnecessary because like I said, my husband is the very laid back type. He don't party, he don't go out, like he a homebound type of guy. So he's just like, if I come home from work, like I want to spend time with you. I don't want to come home from work and you out getting ready to go party or whatever. So like I said, those are just conversations that my husband and I had early in our relationship to where we came to an agreement, and we set boundaries and stuff. So I just feel like if you're open in your relationship and you're having those talks and letting each other know how you feel, you'll be perfectly fine. But I'm also not about to be quiet or suppress how I feel or be okay with something just to please another individual, because at the end of the day, um I want to respect you and I want to keep your feelings in the back of my head, but at the same time, like somebody said, I don't want to lose who I am to please you. So it's just drawing that fine line. Hi, nothing, Nesso. I mean, maybe he could lie, but we have had such an honest relationship, so I don't think he does. But if he did have feelings for me, and told me no. So let me ask you a question. So if you were to get in a relationship with a guy and he told you like I'm not okay with that, you would just say, I'm not gonna come to no kind of conclusion. I'm just like, okay, we're not gonna talk anymore to keep your best friend. Like you wouldn't come to no type of compromise, like, okay, I'll talk to him less. I wouldn't hang out with him as much. Like you wouldn't come to no compromise. You would just be like, no, my best friend is off limits. I'm not gonna cut my best friend off for you. I'm getting braids right now. That's what's up. And then, okay, who is this? Again, guys, if you're gonna join the live, I prefer for you to be an adult right now, just because of the stuff that we're talking about. I promise I'll do another live for everybody to come on and talk. But right now, with the conversation that's going on, I prefer you to be an adult if you want to jump in the live. And again, for the people who are coming in, the link is pinned at the in the comments if you guys want to join the live. But again, please be at least 18 or older. Be mature. Let's say that. Be mature. I can compromise. Because I was about to say, in the same token, what if you like was like, told your future boyfriend or whatever that you're not gonna cut your best friend off. But then what if your best friend got in a relationship and his girl wasn't okay with him being friends with you and then he just cut you off? How would you feel? That's why I said you gotta think about like all aspects of a situation before you just be like, I'm not willing to give that up. Because at the end of the day, what if your best friend did that to you? Got in a relationship with a girl, she wasn't okay with it, so he came to you like, look, I know you my best friend, I love you, but my girl not okay with it, so I'm gonna have to cut you off. Okay, not saying it would happen, but how would you feel if your husband left you for the third person? I would feel like I would literally feel so bad, and that's why I said I would never allow a third person to come into my relationship because I just feel like that's opening up the door. I feel like you're giving your man a taste of something that he might not have ever had, and he like her better than he like you, and now he don't want to be with you no more. He want to be with her because, like I said, I've seen that happen. You see it happen on the movies and all that, but it actually happens in real life. So that's not something that I want to play around with. I feel like I would just hang out less and just spend more time with him. I feel like I'd gravitate towards something who is similar to me, so I wouldn't have to make that many huge changes. But of course, change and compromise is a part of a relationship. Exactly. That's what I said. It's a part of a relationship. Just how much are you willing to compromise? Okay, so you feel like they can break up your relationship. Um, I can't answer that personally because, like I said, for me to answer a question personally, I would feel like I would have to have gone through that situation with the relationship that my husband and I have now. No, I don't feel like that could happen because that's not even something that would happen. So it's hard for me to say if I would think it would happen in my relationship because it's never happened, if that makes sense. So I'm the type of person I don't like to say, like, you know how people be like, oh, what would you do if this happened to you? Or what would you do if that happened to you? Um, Me being in the experience where I got robbed and knowing how I felt in that moment and doing things that I normally wouldn't think I would do. I don't like to be that person to say, oh, I would do this or I would do that or I would react like that because when you're actually in that moment, you never know how you're going to react. So I don't like to say how I would feel if something would happen and it's never happened to me. But I know I would never put myself in a situation to where that could happen because like I said, I know how I am as a person and I would be completely crushed if he left me for the girl that I invited into our bedroom. So that's why I said I could never do that. Um so are you a thinker or a feeler? I'm actually both. I don't know, like, can you elaborate with that question? Like, what do you mean? Because I'm actually both. I wear my heart on a sleeve. I'm a very sensitive person, and that's why said, I'm a jealous type person. I'm gonna be honest. Why lie? I'm a jealous person. Like, so when I give someone my all, I give them my all. I'm putting it all out there on the line. And that's why I said I wouldn't play with my relationship in that kind of way because I know how I am as a person. So, and I'm a thinker. Like I said, I am a deep thinker. I don't just think on the surface. I think deep. So I would say I'm both. Are you single now? No, I have a husband. My husband and I have been together in December 15 years and married 11 years in December. So no, I am not single. And again, these are conversations that my husband and I have had. So yeah, because there is the Mayor Briggs light test. It has the letters for the answer. What you mean? But again, like I said, I just like to know how other people think, how other people move in their relationship. So yeah, again, guys, just because I'm on here talking about a certain topic don't mean like I'm having issues in my relationship or, this is the stuff that my husband and I do. I like to know what other people, got going on, how other people think. So it's the Mayor Briggs personality test. But yeah, I like I said, I feel like I'm both. I'm a feeler and I'm a thinker. When I'm in something and it's me or you, like it's me or you. Okay, so here with that being said, how long would you stay in a relationship before you walked away? Like, say for instance, you got in a relationship with a male or female, because I don't know who's on here. I think it's mostly women, but if you were in a relationship and y'all was in like just say y'all been together 3, 4, 5 years and you told your man from the jump what you like, what you don't like, what you tolerate, what you wouldn't tolerate, and he came to you and was like, "Oh, I want to bring a third person into the relationship." Are you just gonna walk away? Like, how would y'all handle that situation? Are y'all just gonna walk away, or you just gonna let him have his way? Like, how would y'all go about that situation? Did you want Kamala Harris or Donald Trump to win? I wanted Kamala Harris to win. And I already told y'all how I felt about that. If y'all didn't see the short that I uploaded, I'm not for anybody that's going to try to tell me what I can and can't do with my body, especially coming from a man. How are you, a man, trying to tell me what I can and can't do with my body? So while we on that topic, how do y'all feel about abortions? How do y'all feel about abortions? Are y'all okay with abortions? And if y'all not okay with abortions, why are y'all not okay with abortions? I want to know because this is a topic that this is a topic that I feel a lot of people are looking at both sides of the picture. I feel like people are only looking at one side of the picture and not looking at the full picture. So let me know y'all thoughts. I know Aliana, we already done had that little talk of how you feel, but I want to hear from everybody else, the other 6 people that's in this live. How do y'all feel about it? Okay, why did you want Donald Trump to win? I want to know your reasoning. Not saying like how you feel is how you feel, but I don't want to know why you wanted him to win. I'd remind him of my boundaries and then we would have a conversation. If he is still adamant about the decision of the third, we would have another talk about where we are going with this relationship. And then, so what if he wasn't willing to listen to what you have to say? Would you just up and leave him? That just made me think about that 50 Cent song when I said that. Even if, hold on. Uh, I don't know, but I would talk to him about and then change his mind. But what if you can't change his mind? Because at the end of the day, like everybody do what they want to do and think how they want to think. So what if you can't change your mind? Would you just up and leave? Like, how much would you sacrifice your happiness to be with an individual who you know is not? They're in their room, Lanaje. Even if I would be 5 years or a billion years that would have been together, I can't compromise about a third person. I will have to drop everything. Personally, I could agree with abortion because while it may seem wrong, there is non I don't know what you tried to say right there. I don't know if you tried to say there is no loving person and it's the woman's decision because she's the one who has to go through the physical pain. Yeah, at the end of the day, that's how I feel. I'm gonna just state how I feel. Like I said, I know me and Aliana was kind of having this discussion, but my reasonings for being okay with abortions is um oh, living person, it's just a fetus. Because in 2020 he was kind of like good, so I thought he would be the same if both won. It would be grateful though. Okay, so my reasonings behind me being abortions, I feel like most people want to look at abortions as, oh, people are just out here messing around with different guys, getting pregnant, not wanting the child, and having the abortions. Yes, that's true in some cases, but that's not true in all cases. Um, you have the majority of the reasons why I'm okay with abortions is because of medical reasons. You have a lot of women out there who midway through their pregnancy, they find out that their baby will not survive. So therefore, they need to terminate the pregnancy. That's considered an abortion. I feel like there are women out there who midway through their pregnancy find out that their child may have a lot of different disabilities or a lot of different illnesses that their child might suffer while it's here in the flesh. That's a reason to have an abortion. Um, I feel like abortion should be okay if it's detrimental to the mother. The mother get told that you won't survive this birth if you don't terminate the pregnancy. That's a reason to have an abortion. If you guys have watched my video, I've made a video about this where I was on birth control. I ended up getting pregnant. I didn't know I was pregnant. My pregnancy ended up being a tubal pregnancy in which I almost lost my life because, again, I didn't know I was pregnant. I was at work and my tube actually burst and I was bleeding internally in my stomach and got rushed to the hospital, found out I was pregnant, found out it was a tubal pregnancy, and I almost lost my life. But that goes back to say, what if they would have caught the pregnancy and let me know that it was a tubal pregnancy? What would have been my options if abortion wasn't legal? Was I supposed to just lose my life because you can't terminate a pregnancy that's going to kill me? So it's like things like that people are not thinking about when it comes to the abortion law. Again, I personally feel like I'd rather somebody abort their pregnancy, terminate their pregnancy, of course, in the early stages. Um, if they feel like they're not ready for a child. Again, like I said, condoms are not 100%. Birth control is not 100%. A man getting a vasectomy is not 100%. So I would rather a woman to terminate the pregnancy than to go through with a pregnancy and abuse their child, mistreat their child, unalive their child, or pass their child off to someone else for them to take care of. I would rather you just terminate your pregnancy in the beginning and the child has don't have to suffer, or a child grow up in a abusive household or in a household where the parents are on drugs or whatever the case may be. Now that child has, things going on within themselves, so where now they're mistreating the next child, and someone else's child is getting mistreated or getting robbed or getting unalived by your child because you done put your child through all this turmoil when you should have just terminated your pregnancy because you wasn't fit to be a mother. So those are some of the reasons why I stand behind abortion. What is this on the bottom says your name? It's the link for you guys to join my live, but again, I only want at least like adults to join the live, because if you want to join the live and come on and speak on how you feel, the option is there. So that's the option. That's the button to join the live. I'm okay with abortions. Yes, it is a kind of sad thing, but you also never know what a person went through to get pregnant. They could have been raped or anything. You never know. So why judge? And that's another thing when it comes to rape or things like that. I feel like abortion should be okay. And that's why I said a lot of people just off the rip want to say, "Oh no, you're killing a baby." You're first of all, at the end of the day, it is a baby, but I look at it like this. And let me know if y'all feel like I'm wrong. I look at it like this. Like I said, I feel like if you're going to terminate your pregnancy, you need to terminate it in the early stages, not wait till you're 5, 6 months. Because yes, that's a baby at the end of the day. But if you terminate your pregnancy at the beginning of your pregnancy, yeah, it's a fetus, but it's not. If just say for instance you're 2 months pregnant, can that baby survive out of your womb at 2 months, being 2 months pregnant? No. So to me, that's not killing a baby. If a baby can't survive outside of my body, that's not terminating or killing a baby. A baby can survive at 5, 6 months. Yeah, it might be in the NICU. Yeah, it might have a lot of problems, but a baby can survive at five, maybe 6 months. But anything before that, I don't feel like it's doing any harm to a child. A child is not even born yet. It doesn't know how to think. It doesn't know how to feel. It doesn't like, y'all know what I'm trying to say. So if it can't survive outside of my body, then to me that's not killing a baby. But again, I don't agree with women just carelessly out here sleeping around and getting pregnant and knowing that they have the option to go abort a child and continuously abort a child. I don't stand with that. Um, I don't agree with I don't agree with Trump though. I'm mad he won because he's a rapist, a criminal, and a literal yes. And I don't understand how somebody who is a felon can have control over the world. You can't even be a felon and get a 9 to 5, but you could be a felon and be president. Like that don't make sense to me. I was born with my hand around my neck. I could have died. Yeah, so for me, when I was 6 months pregnant with my son, y'all know how well if you've been pregnant or even if you're knowledgeable about pregnancy, you know how you take the test to determine if your child is going to have any disabilities or if your child is going to have any problems when it's born. When I was 6 months pregnant with my son, I had that test ran on me, and mine came back that my son was going to have problems. They told me that my son was going to have mental disabilities. They told me that my son's kidneys wasn't going to work. Like they told me all of these things that were going to be wrong with my son, and they gave me the option to terminate my pregnancy. At this point, I was 6 months pregnant. My son already had a name. Like it was my son, like he was my son. So I couldn't see myself terminating my pregnancy because like that was my baby. But I'm so glad and so thankful that I didn't terminate my pregnancy because as you guys see, like the tests were completely wrong and there was absolutely nothing wrong with my baby. But that just goes back to say like I'm glad that I had that option because not everyone is strong enough to deal with a child with disability. And like I said, I would prefer, the child be born to someone who is mentally prepared to deal with a child with disabilities because it's not easy. And if you lack that knowledge or that passion or that understanding, then your child will suffer. So it all just go hands in hand, hand in hand. Um, I would leave because if you want to sleep with another person, then come back and try to sleep with me. I'm get to think, is she better than me? Exactly. Like I feel like anybody now you do you have people out there who both parties want to have an open relationship. That's what you want. That's what you want. If that's what floats your boat, that's what floats your boat. But I just feel like why one woman, one man can't be enough for you? Why do you feel the need to go sleep around? In that case, when it comes to situations like that, I be like, You just need to be single. You don't need to be in a relationship. You don't need to be looking for a relationship, because at this point you just want to be free and live your life. Again, that's okay. But don't string along another person if that's what you want to do. Um, if at if at the start it's just a fetus, it doesn't need food, it can't breathe, it has no brain, nothing. And exactly. And I was literally going back and forth with people on TikTok about this situation, because they were, oh, that's killing the baby. That's this. Well, you shouldn't sleep around. If you don't want to be pregnant, then don't have intercourse at all. Like, to me, that is just such an ignorant response, because like I said, you could be taking all of the safe precautions to not get pregnant and still end up pregnant. You could have your tubes tied and still get pregnant. I know someone personally who had their tubes tied and 20 years later ended up getting pregnant. Like, nothing is impossible. So for you to sit up there and say, well, if you don't want to have a baby, just don't have intercourse, like, that is just so simple minded and so ignorant of a response. Like, that was just ignorant. Um, Also, no emotion. Yeah, I honestly don't feel like you could love me and want to go sleep with somebody else, because at that point you just want your cake and you want to eat it too. I am by you. Wait, I am by you. Look nice, but I have to go. Okay, Jordan, bye. Oh, you look okay. Hi and bye. You look pretty, but I have to go. Sorry, bye. Okay. I'll never understand how you could run a country after everything he did. It makes me sick, honestly. And I'm just going off him as a person because I don't even know politics that well. And that goes the same for me. Like, it's just your history, your background. When you have your own family members coming out and telling the world that we shouldn't let him be president, like, how do y'all let somebody like that be president? But at the end of the day, I can't speak for everybody. I'm only speaking on personally how I feel. I feel like he's very racist. And I feel like 9 times out of 10, everybody who voted for him, you're either racist or, because we know the man is racist. I feel like he's a man that want to be in control. Again, he's the one who started the abortion law, trying to make it illegal, trying to tell a woman what to do with her body when you don't even respect your wife. Um, it's just so many reasons. Like, he's for the rich. He's not for the poor. He's not for the middle class. He's for the rich. He's for trying to save the rich money. He's not for us middle class poor people. Like, it's just so many different reasons. And like I said, again, with even with the presidency, I feel like people didn't look at the bigger picture. They just so concerned and so worried about a woman being in charge of the world and running the world that they couldn't see the bigger picture. But to each his own. I'm on my last braid, by the way. I'm doing it myself. I voted for him, but I'm not racist because I'm literally white getting braids. Yeah, like I said, not everybody. I'm not speaking for everybody. When I say the things that I say, I'm speaking on how I feel personally. But what were your reasons why you voted for him? Let me know why you voted for him, why you wanted to go for him. Why? Why is it only wait, why is it only our responsibility not to have exactly, like, it's such like I feel like it's so contradictive. Like, why is it always on a female when it takes two? We can't get pregnant by ourselves. We can't be irresponsible by ourselves. And like I said, all it's always being irresponsible. When I got pregnant with my tubal pregnancy, my son was 6 months old. I was on birth control and I still ended up getting pregnant. I wasn't being careless. I wasn't sleeping around, and I still ended up getting pregnant. So everybody always want to look at the female, but never want to look at the men. At the end of the day, I know it's our body and we have to be smart. But at the end of the day, it takes two. You can't do it by yourself. So why do you always want to fault the woman in the situation? And hell, most of the time, it be the guys that be trying to force us women to have abortions because they not ready to step up and be a dad. So it's not always on us. Honestly, both of them are bad, but he ran before and I just didn't know who to vote for. I just voted for him. Exactly. He's racist, homophobic, a rapist. Right, right. I forgot about that. Like, come on now. Can you give me a water, please? Um, and the kids in my class the day after the election were like, since Trump is president, stock markets are green, but he's not president yet. Yeah, it's just like I said, it's just so many things. Like, I feel like he's one president that is all for division. He's not all for trying to bring everybody together and making everybody equal. Like the stuff that he's doing with the border and trying to build the wall and stuff. Like, I don't know, y'all. I just feel like it's ignorant. I just feel like people are so concerned with, oh, the Mexicans are taking over. They're stealing all our jobs. They're this, they're that. I just feel like at the end of the day, if you weren't lazy and you would get up off your butt and go work, can't nobody steal something that you're working for, if that makes sense. Like at the end of the day, and I'm not only speaking from one race because this goes for every race. Like you have people that are hard workers, you have people who work their butt off to get what they want and what they need, and then you have people who are just lazy and want things handed to them. So if the next race want to come over and work for what they need and you don't, that seemed like a personal problem to me. Because if you doing what you're supposed to be doing, then you wouldn't have no problem with the next person. I just feel like there's enough, like like y'all, if y'all see my post that I made, there's enough out there for everybody to win. Everybody just want to be so selfish and worry about themselves that there's enough for everybody to win. Y'all, like, there's no need to be selfish. So when it comes to situations like that, like if they're doing what they need to do and coming over here the right way, then I'm okay with that. There's a lot of people like that are in bad situations and they're trying to get away from the situations that they're in. And I don't know. Um, yes, like we don't need a wall, bro. Like I feel like there's more important things to be worried about than to be trying to worry about building a wall to keep people from coming over here. Like, even if you were, why can men sleep with whoever they want? Exactly. That's another thing. Like I was telling my husband that, like, that it's so contradictive. Like a man could sleep around and he getting high five, like, oh yeah, good bro. Like, how many girls you got? How many girls you done ran through? A woman could do the same thing and we getting talked about. Now we getting called out of our name, we getting disrespected, we getting called hoes and all of this stuff, but it's okay when a guy does it. At the end of the day, yes, I know that us as women should have more respect for our bodies, but at the end of the day, what makes it okay for a man to do it, but it's not when a woman does it? At the end of the day, a woman could be single and could just be wanting to live her life and don't want to settle down, and she want to have her fun. Why is that not okay? But it's okay when a man do it. But a man could be in a whole relationship and be out here sleeping around and they getting praises and they getting high fives, but it's not okay when a girl does it. That's just like when it comes to cheating. It's okay when a guy cheats, but let a girl cheat. It's the end of the world. Like it doesn't make sense to me. Like if you're gonna be okay with one person doing it, be okay with everybody doing it. Cause baby, that makes no sense to me. Hi, Paula. We have a lot. Wait, we have lost our compassion for people. Yeah, we have. And I feel like with the president we have now, he's all for division, and it's dumb. Because, like I said, at the end of the day, we all bleed the same. We all like we're all human at the same. It don't matter what race you are. We're all human. We're all the same. Like I'm done with my braids. I feel so free. What did you? Well, how did you braid your hair? But that's one thing I would never understand. Like a woman could do the same thing a man does, and she gets criticized for it, and a man gets praised for it. Like, make that make sense to me. And then they be like, well, at the end of the day, you're a woman. You're supposed to respect your body. Okay. You're not supposed to respect your body as a man. Because at the end of the day, all the women that you're sleeping with, you're possibly spreading something to the next woman. Like at the end of the day with it, I'm not okay with either party doing it. Like, but like I said, if you have a lot of people out there who relationships are just not for them, that is perfectly okay. If she chooses to mess with different men, like you can mess with different men and be safe about it. Like you could wear protection, you could like, why is that not okay? Why do we get criticized? And that goes hand in hand with the way we dress at the gym. We get criticized and we get talked about and we get called out of our name if we wear our leggings that are tight. What we supposed to do? That's how leggings are made. We can't help that we got curves. We can't help that why do we always have to get sexualized? Why do we got to get talked about if we wear gym appropriate clothes? But a man could walk around the gym with his shirt off. A man could walk around the gym in some booty shorts that he shouldn't even have on because, sir, why are they up above your knee? But it's okay for a man to do that, but it's not okay for a woman to walk around in a sports bra. Like, make that make sense. How is that okay? How is that not okay for a woman to wear gym appropriate clothes, but a man could walk around half naked with no shirt on, and that's perfectly okay? Somebody answer that question for me because I would never understand that. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Are you talking about the one where you say you'll never see how the one you said I never understand how he could run a country after everything he did. It makes me sick, honestly, and I'm just going off him as a person because I don't even know. Yeah, I read that and I responded to that. He's also calling Puerto Rico a floating island of trash in the sea. That's so, and that's what I'm saying. Like, how again, everybody is entitled to feel how they feel, but I just don't understand how anybody could be okay with him as a person, him as an individual. It's just wrong on so many different levels. Like, he is not no one I would ever want my children to look up to. He is not a role model that should be running this world. And like I said, I just feel like people wanted him in the house for the wrong reasons. Sometimes I feel like I shouldn't be in a relationship. Why do you feel like that, Paula? Like what makes you feel like that? People are unhappy with Trump and mass deportation. I mean, yeah, deportation. Am I saying that right? It sounds like I'm saying it wrong. Deported, deportation. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. Um, Also, can we just talk about how when we were in middle school, we couldn't wear girl, oh my God. I was telling my husband that like I literally got dress coded because I had a shirt on. It was like it wasn't a spaghetti strap, but it was like a shirt that was like this, like the sleeves were like this, and then it had like a little like V-neck, and I got dress coded for that. And the principal literally came up to me and was like, do you feel like you're appropriate? Like you have boys looking at you like it ain't my fault. Like they're sexualizing me. There's nothing wrong with the shirt that I have on. And now they're allowing these kids to wear crop tops and spaghetti straps and shorts like booty shorts. And I was just like, what the heck? Like, where was this energy when I was going to school? Like, we couldn't even wear shoes with our toes out. Now they can wear flip flops to school. And I just be like, what? Thank you for the donation, Paula. Yeah, they have no dress code at all. The way I be seeing these little kids dress, I be like, first of all, how your mama let you out the house like that? Where are the rest of your clothes? Oh, deportation. Yeah, I think didn't I say that? It just sound weird. You know when you say something you ain't said in a long time, it sound weird. Like we get sexual understand, like it's okay a guy to be walking around sagging with his whole butt out, showing his underwear, but a girl can't wear shorts. Like
Mommy, at my school, they be these boys that be saggy, and the principals and them can see their underwear. So they be like, pull your pants, so nobody want to see your underwear.
Yeah.
I'll be like, right.
But it's just like the way that they, okay, you need to go. The way that they be letting these kids dress, it's just like they don't care. And that just goes to show you how much they care about our children. They don't care. First of all, I feel like it's on the parents to care. But like you said, we had laws and rules in place when we were growing up. And that was just like they can care less. Just make sure you come to school so we can get this money. Like, the reason I shouldn't be in a relationship is kind of personal, but I'm not always the best. Okay, well, I can't really go off of that because you said it's personal, but hope everything work out for you. I was basically saying Trump only cares about straight white men who have the same viewpoint as him because he regularly make hate comments about others who fall outside of the category. And that's why I said he's racist. Like at the end of the day, he's racist. He wants to make America white. Like that, let's make America great again. No, it's let's make America white. Like, no.
Let's make America.
You don't say that.
Basically, Donald Trump is racist, and I don't care what nobody got to say. That man is racist. He's racist. He's what do you say when he doesn't like women? He don't respect women. Like, no. He's, like I said, he's for the whites. He's for the rich. He's not for us. He's not for us Americans. He could care less about us.
Well, you better get rich and white.
Shut up, Jovan. Y'all hear my husband in the background. He always want to be in the background, but don't want to come speak in front of the camera. I know. Yeah, sexist. That's the word I was looking for. He's sexist. Very sexist. Sorry, that was broad. I mean, to and rude. Sometimes I've cheated. So what do you? And again, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't. But what in that relationship where you've cheated, what caused you to cheat? Like, why did you cheat? It's sad how many ignorant people are in our, yes. That's why I said, like, bro. But again, like I said, I feel sorry for a lot of the kids that are coming up because the role models that they have to look up to, the parents that they have to teach them, they're not teaching them common sense. They're not teaching them how to be respectful, how to love everybody. They're teaching them to be racist. They're teaching them to be mean. They're teaching them to be bullies. So that's why we have so much hate in the world. That's why we have so much negativity in the world, because the kids that, what do they have to look up to? What role models do they have to teach them the right way? And that's the sad part about it. If y'all seen that, I had dropped a video a while back. I think it's like titled like I have something to say or something like that, where I'm speaking on how 90% of my hate comments come from men, and how I just feel like instead of there being so much hate, instead of there being so much negativity, instead of hating on the next person, like we need to be teaching our kids like how to have bank accounts. We need to be coming together and talking about like how to start businesses for our children to grow up and be successful, instead of worrying about how the next person look and how the next person feel and who people date. And it's just like, let people live their life. Like, why are you worried about it? Are you losing sleep over how the next person moves? Are you losing money on how the next person moves? Why do people be so consumed with the next person's life? I would never understand that. I would never understand why people be so consumed and judgmental on the next person. Like, worry about your life and worry about what you got going on behind closed doors than to be worrying about the next person. We don't need to be hearing Billie Eilish meow meow. Wait, what did I miss? Hold on. I think some of my messages aren't showing up. Yeah, because I'm not seeing your messages, Aliana. And when I am, I'm reading them. It's sad how you already read that. It's just like the world is upside down. We are so dumb and ignorant. Like, I'm not against social media, but like our brains are rotten. And that's another thing. We got this social media that's ruining everyone. I'm not gonna even say kids because it's ruining everyone. That's why we have so many women out there, so many teenagers out there who are so insecure, so unhappy with the way that they look because you have all of these people who are on social media who give these images that we need to be this way, we need to look this way. But at the end of the day, I don't think people stop to realize or stop to look at how unhappy these people are. For one, I'm going to say they're unhappy because look how many surgeries they've had to look the way they look. Look at all the things that they do to their bodies to look the way that they look. Obviously, you're unhappy with the way that you look. So these are the same people that our kids and some adults are looking up to when the people that you're looking up to are not even happy within themselves. So it's just like I wish people would just stop to think and look at the bigger picture than to try to be like the next person when the person you're looking up to is not even happy with who they are as a person. We don't like let him know how you felt and he still ignores you, because at the end of the day, and that's where I say communication goes a long way. I'm not going to say that cheating is okay because it's not, but at the end of the day, if I'm talking to you and I'm expressing to you how I feel and you still ignore me, then that's a problem. Again, cheating is not okay, because you can always walk away, but it's easier said than done. So I'm never going to judge the next person on why they did what they did because I wasn't there. But if you talk to him and express your feelings on how you felt and he still didn't show up for you, then I completely understand. Again, not saying I agree with it, but hey, at the end of the day, he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do as your partner. So I think you can't see my comments because I had I'm what I'm reading is all I'm seeing. Yeah, because I haven't seen a comment from you in a minute, the real diva. Well, that sucks. Also my family is white, but I have an adoptive young brother who is black and has special needs, and he gets so hated on. He's the sweetest, cutest boy ever. People are so ignorant. I don't understand why. That's one thing about me. I would never understand why people talk about people, why people hate on people. People cannot help how they were born. People can't help how they look. People can't change how they were brought into this world. So why talk about someone? I would never understand that. I will never take the time out of my day to talk about the next person, especially not on no social media, no YouTube, no Facebook, no TikTok. If I come across something that I don't like, guess what? I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna sit there and take the time out of my day. Oh, look at you, you're this and you're that, and you're ugly, and you this and you're that. You can't dance. Like, that says a lot to you as a person. I actually had someone comment on one of my TikToks. The not the latest one I did, but if you guys seen the TikTok I did when I had um the purple fitness outfit on, I had someone comment on my post and was like, boring. And then people were in the comments like defending me, like, oh, this is not boring. She ate, blah, 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 blah. And then I had somebody comment and they were like, that's not hating. She can't dance or something like that. And I'm like, well, if you feel like you can do it better, go ahead and entertain me. Like, let me see you do it better. And they were like, I didn't say I can dance. You just couldn't do it right. And I'm like, that right there. For one, how could you even sit there and judge the next person on trying to do something when you can't even do it yourself? That just goes, that just says a lot about you. You're sitting here judging somebody on trying to do something when you can't even do it. Baby, you sound dumb. I was bullied. Wait, I was bullied through K through 10th grade by teachers and students, some more severe than others. And it's always showed me how hateful people can be. So I always try to spread positivity. And that's how I am. Even though I was never bullied, as I stated before, um, I was a kid who mom couldn't afford all the name brand stuff, so it made me insecure as a person. Nobody ever made fun of me, but you just know, like, you know how they say, like, you look how you feel, and I just always felt beneath everyone else because I couldn't get all the name brand stuff and the name brand shoes and all that. So I think that has a lot to do with me being as quiet as I was in school, um, as standoffish as I was in school, because I was always afraid of rejection. I was always afraid of being talked about. I was always afraid of not being wanted. I don't know if I told you guys that story about me when I was in kindergarten. I used to suck my thumb, and I was in kindergarten, and I went up to this little girl and I was like, "Do you want to be my friend?" And she was like, "No, I don't want to be your friend because you suck your thumb." And I was just like, "What does that got to do with you being my friend?" But it's stuff like that. So I think that has a lot to do with how I grew up as an individual, and that's why I said I took the time to learn myself within and to, and I've changed because you can say whatever you want to say about me now, baby, and I don't care. But that's why I try to pour that into my kids because, like I said, at the end of the day, you never know what a child, especially a child, might be going through. There's so many kids that's suffering within their household, and then they come to school with a smile on their face, trying to not let you see the pain that they deal with at home, and then to have to come to school and get bullied and get talked about is just like, for what? Like, what are you gaining from that? Like, it makes no sense to me. Especially me too. It's none of my business what other people are doing as long as it doesn't personally affect. And that's me, baby. Do whatever you want. That's why, like, when people like ask me, "Oh, how do you feel about people being gay? And how do you feel about people liking the same sex?" I don't feel no type of way because it doesn't affect me personally. It has nothing to do with me. Like, how does that affect me personally? That's them. That's gonna have to uh uh give encounter to God or whoever when it comes to judgment day or whatever you might say. It has nothing to do with me. Um, that's why I just like when it comes to feeling a certain way about a lot of different things, like if it doesn't affect me personally, I have no opinion because at the end of the day, like I said, nobody is perfect. Everybody sins. But people want to point other people's sins out but push their sins under the table. Like everybody sins every day. Nobody is perfect. So why should you care on what the next person doing with their life? Just worry about what you're doing in your life. Period. Simple. Everybody will be more happier. That's why we got a lot of people worried, walking around miserable because you too worried about how much money the next person have and who the next person is sleeping around with and how many baby daddies you have and is your child's father in your life. Like worry about you and yours and you will be more happier in your life. If only YouTube censored hate comments the way they are censoring ours. Right. They do. Now, I ain't gonna lie, they do censor some, but they don't censor all of them. I was saying if men go to the gym to work out, why do they look at us? Right. Like it's like I said, it's not our fault that we have curves. Like we can't help that. Why y'all just can't not look at us? Why we can't just go about our happy day life and not have to worry about you? Like I remember one time I went to the park with my kids and I had some shorts on, and somebody gonna say, a man gonna comment and say, "You're dressed inappropriately. You're not dressed appropriate for the park." How is appropriate for the park? I have shorts on, sir. It's summer. I'm hot. I can't wear shorts. Like, what are you talking about? Bye, Paula. Hold on. I'm sorry that you were bullied too. That's one thing that I hate, and y'all know that. I cannot stand a bully. Like, but like I said, at the end of the day, hurt people hurt people. So I feel like bullies, they bully other people because they want other people to feel how they feel, which is like shit. They probably got somebody at home who's beating on them, who is putting them down, who is degrading them. So they push that off on the next person and want the next person to feel how they feel. And I think that that's just absolutely ridiculous. That's why I always tell people when people come on here saying stupid stuff or trying to talk about me, like, baby, you need to go find out who hurt you, because hurt people, and that's real. Hurt people hurt people. My number one rule is that if they don't wait, my number one rule is that if they can't change it in 20 seconds, don't comment on it. If they have something, I girl, rewrite your comment, because I don't understand what you was trying to say. Thank you, Christian. People will always try to hate, so I realize it's best to try to continue to be myself and do what makes me happy no matter what they say. Hi, the girl Lauren. And that's why I always tell you guys, live your life for you. Don't worry about what the next person got to say or what the next person think about you, because at the end of the day, the only person's opinion that matters is yours. Ain't nobody on this earth walking around perfect. So I would never fix my mouth to talk about anybody. Like I said, I might see something, I'm gonna keep it in my head. I'm not gonna waste my time to speak it out loud or to talk about the next person, because everybody has insecurities. Everybody have things about themselves that they can't change. So why hate on it? Like, we can't help the way that we are. We can't help the way that we were born. So what is the point of you sitting up there and making fun of me for it? Like, I would never understand that. I just wish that there was more love in this world. I just wish that there was more togetherness in this world. This world would be so much better, but you already know that that's not what they want. They want people to be divided, and they want people to hate each other and to not like each other. So we just have to build ourselves up to have tough skin, which we shouldn't even have to do that, but we just have to build ourselves up to have tough skin and not worry about what the next person say. Because like I always say, if you ain't paying my bills, you not sleeping with me, you not helping me take care of my kids, your opinion really don't matter. But like I said, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that, because that's one thing that I do not like is a bully. I can't stand that whatsoever, is a bully. But like I said, especially when it comes from a child, they're being taught that at home. And that's when you got to look at the parents and be like, ma'am, what are you doing? Because the way your child is growing up is not right. I would never teach my child to hate someone because of the color of their skin. I would never teach my child to talk about someone because of things that they can't control. Like, huh? That's just like, it was an incident at my son's school where a kid was bullying another kid, and another kid tried to step in and protect the other kid and ended up getting stabbed. It's just like, these parents need to do better. And 9 times out of 10, it be the same parents that be on people's lives, on my lives, sitting here talking about me, worried about where I work and where my husband at and what my kids are doing and how I'm raising my kids, when you need to be worried about your own kids and worried about your own life. Because baby, 2 plus 2 is not equaling 4. But when it goes back to the topic of why do you guys feel like, because, and this is just facts, because like I said, 99% of the hate that I get come from men. Why do y'all think men hate on us so hard? It makes no sense to me, because like I said, if y'all haven't seen that video, go watch that video. But it's just these be the same men that if somebody was to talk about their mama, their sister, their auntie, their cousin, their daughter, they'd be ready to fight. They'd be ready to cut their head off. But you feel so comfortable to talk about the next woman, but if it's done to your daughter, you'd be ready to fight. Make that make sense to me. I would never understand that. That's right, because we are only here for a short time. Do you and love yourself and do what makes you happy. Right. Exactly. That's because they're miserable and they want everybody else to be miserable. Right. I just guys like, and that's why I said like I literally just be sitting here thinking about stuff that don't make sense, and I just be like, make it make sense because it doesn't make sense. Like I literally had somebody comment on one of my videos and they were like, body's a 10, but face is a -10. Like you sound dumb. Like, and you probably somebody who ain't even got ain't even in a relationship. But y'all notice something, especially when it comes to like social media. 9 times out of 10, the person that is either talking about you or saying something hateful or ignorant be the ones with no profile picture. Like you sitting up here talking about the next person, but you hiding who you are. Why is that, sir? Why is that, ma'am? Because you don't like the way you look as a person? But like I always said, to me personally, it's about how you are as a person within. I don't give a damn if you was Beyonce walking around. If you got an ugly personality, that makes you ugly. Makes no sense. That's why, especially like, okay, let me ask y'all this. When it comes to relationships, what are y'all looking for in relationships? Are y'all looking for how your person look? Are y'all looking at looks, or are y'all looking at how a person is as a person? Because me personally, I've never looked, I've never looked at a guy on how they look. You gotta treat me right. I'm looking at personality. Like that's what I'm looking about. I could care less on how you look. When I got with my husband, what attracted me to him was one, he had a job. We met at work. So I knew he wasn't no bum that was gonna try to live off of me or whatever. You know what I mean? First of all, he had a job. Like he was an amazing person. Like it's just like so much into it. But I don't go off of looks. And I feel like people, that's why it irritates me how men be like, oh, she has a big butt. Oh, she this, oh, she that. But how is she as a woman? How is her personality? Like, how does she carry herself? Her big butt can eventually go away. Like men look at the most dumbest things ever. Like I agree. I was just thinking about how Donald Trump gets called Trump and Kamala Harris just get called Kamala. I was just thinking, and I think she doesn't get as much respect as Trump does because she's a woman. Yes. And I actually came across a meme today, and they was like, they had like women and they had men, and then they had in front of women, they had like laundry and chores and kids and all of this stuff. And then on the men's side, it was just like just the men, because us women, we have so much to worry about and so much to deal with. And men just has it so easy in life. And I just don't feel like it's fair. Like I was yeah, that's one thing with me and my husband. Like me and my husband always like are conversing. We always having like deep conversations. We always like talk about everything. But we were having a conversation about like when it comes to like women having children and people having children in general. Okay. So as we know, especially us as our women, when it comes to us having babies, like a lot of men that walk out on their child is because they know like the mom is going to be there, the mom is going to take care of them, the mom is going to provide, because at the end of the day we're the mom and we have no choice. Like we're going to provide for our child. But at the end of the day, I also don't feel like it's fair for a man to just get off so easily. If he want to be there for the child, he could be there for the child. If he want to walk away from the child, he could walk away from the child. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that there are men out there who are single fathers and step up to the plate, but let's be honest. 9 times out of 10, it's the men who walk away from the child. And I just think that it's so ignorant. If you're man enough to lay down and have a child, you should be man enough to step up and raise that child, whether the mom is there or not. But again, that just goes back to contradictive stuff. If a man walk out on his child, it's okay. But if a woman walk out on their child, she's just a bad person. Either way, it's wrong. Like, whether you're a man or a woman, either way, it's wrong. But again, men just get so many passes while a woman just get criticized for everything that we do. No, you're fine. We all adults in here. You're fine. Yeah, and I didn't see you cuss either, Christian, unless one of your comments didn't show up. Right. I don't call people ugly based off of their appearance. I go by their act young people shouldn't be in relationships because baby, that was a relationship I should have never been in. But I was dating this guy and he was like kind of like a so ugly, he's this, he's that. He treat me right as a person. And so I would be like, I don't care about how he looks. At the end of the day, we all to get in Botox. Like at the end of the day, like we all are in life. Like it makes no sense. Make sure to split. Wait, hold on. Everything said was scrutinized and Trump could say whatever he wanted and it didn't matter. Right. We always make sure to split things equally. When I get married, allowed to have a social life. We're splitting chores. And if I have plans, he'll watch the kids. And if he has plans, I'll watch the kids. As far as dating, I'm heavy on personality over appearance. Baby, I'm heavy on personality. I don't care how you look. Me as a person, try to get actually a turn off for me. I'm not a materialistic type of person, so you can't buy my love. I don't care about all of that. Like that's the type of person I am. Like I look at how you are as a person. I look at how you treat your mama. I look at how you treat your friends. Because in return, you know how they always say, you know how a man gonna treat you by how they treat their mama, the relationship they have with their mother. That's how you know how they gonna treat you. Like that's the stuff that I look at. All the looks and stuff, it don't matter to me. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say that I don't care at all, completely 100%, because I'll be lying if I said that. But it's not a main factor to me. And um, when it comes to like splitting things equally, I feel the same way. That's exactly how my husband and I are. I feel like people always look at it like, oh, the man should spoil the woman. The man is supposed to take the woman out on dates. The man is supposed to take care of everything. The man is supposed to work. The woman is supposed to stay home and take care of the kids. The woman is supposed to clean up. The woman is supposed to cook. That's bullshit. I feel like everything should be 50-50, and that's how it is in my household. My husband cooks, I cook. My husband, I don't say watch because you can't watch your own kids. Those are your kids. My husband take care of our kids. I take care of my kids. Me and my husband split taking my kids to school. We split literally everything. My husband has his own bank account. I have my own bank account, but we also have a joint bank account. We share bills. We share mortgage. Sometimes he pays for food when we go out. Sometimes I pay for food when we go out. I surprise my husband. I have so many videos on here where y'all can see I surprised my husband for our anniversary. I surprised my husband for his birthday because I feel like a man should be treated just like a woman. I feel like a man should be spoiled. A man should be shown how much you appreciate him too, not just a woman. So when it comes to my husband and I, that's the relationship that we're running. And it's funny because when we were like in the earliest stages of our relationship, like before Maya, are you a kid? I'm gonna bring you on. Let me see. Hopefully you're not a kid. Hold on, y'all. Let me see who this is. Hopefully it's not a kid. If it is a kid, I'll say hi and then yeah. I can't see you. Yeah, I can't see you. Fix your camera and then come back. Yeah. So we literally split everything equally. Even sometimes, like my husband don't even have to ask. Like we'll go to a restaurant and the check will come and I'll be like, "Here, babe, here, use my card." He'd be like, "Are you sure?" "Yeah, go ahead, use my card." Yeah, like the type of relationship that I have, like I don't know. Like sometimes, like I try to like give my man money for his birthday or something, and he won't even take it. Like, but I just feel like I'm gonna show you how I feel about you. I'm gonna show you that I love and that I care about you. Like, and it's not always a monetary thing. Like I said, go look if y'all haven't seen it. Like I remember I surprised my husband for our anniversary and it almost brought tears to his eyes because he was like, I've never had no one do that for me. Like those are the things that I like to do. I like to treat people how I want to be treated. And that's why y'all always see me like do the things that I do for my kids because I treat them how I want to be treated, whether they're minors or not. Like I want them to know how they should be treated so that when they get up to that age, they know they'll accept no less from a man. Like I'm gonna show you how to be treated. I'm showing my son, this is how you're supposed to treat a woman. Like you got to teach them young. Um, in a relationship, I'm looking for loyalty. Hold on, where'd that comment go? Um, it probably was glitching because I had brought somebody on the live. In a relationship, I'm looking for loyalty, honesty, good leadership, and they have a job. Yeah, girl, exactly. Trust me. That's what I was looking for. Like I said, the first night I went, not the first night, but y'all know, like the first night I went to my husband's house. I was like, first of all, it was a green flag that he was working. The second flag was that, hold on, Ava, I mean, Maya, hold on. I'm going to bring you on in a minute. Hold on. Because everybody said when I was trying to bring you on, it was glitching. So hold on. The first green flag was that he was working. I was like, okay, that's a green flag. He getting his own money. The second green flag was when I went to his house, how he had everything set up. Like it was just like I wasn't expecting that coming from a guy. Like his room was nice, it was clean, like he had his little setup. Don't get me wrong, I know that people do that when they trying to impress someone, but um those are the type of things that I was looking at when I met my husband. Aliana said it's cutting out. I think it's because somebody is trying to join, and then when somebody joins, it glitches it. Um, and I'm tired of. Hold on, y'all. Am I glitching still? Um, I'm tired of them only saying black men walk out on their children. That's not true. White men walk out on their children. Exactly. And that's what irritates me. Like, if y'all be in my lives, like that irritates me so much. The first thing when people see my kids is, are you a single mom? How many baby daddies do you have? Like, why? Why does that matter? I wouldn't care if all three of them had different daddies. They're taken care of. I don't care if I was a single mom. They're taken care of. Why does that matter? Why is that the first thing that people always want to say? Before I get off a live, Maya, I'll let you get on. I don't want to accept you because everybody was saying that it was messing up. It says only one person for me as well. Um, I hate stigma and stereotypes. Me too. I do too, especially for men and women. I just joined the live. Okay, I'll let you get on before because everybody was saying that the live was messing up when I had accepted you. I've been married for 33 years. Oh, congratulations to you. I've been married for 33 years and I have the best husband in the world. He got mentally sick in his late 40s. He was in 9/11, and about a year ago, he stopped taking his medicine and lost touch with. Finish that. Lost touch with what? Oh, bye, Julia. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for engaging in conversation. But that's another thing that I don't like, Christian, is people can be in a relationship with someone that they claim to love, but as soon as something go left or something happened to the person, they they run, they leave. Maya, Maya, before I get off of this live, I promise I'm gonna accept you. I don't want to accept you right now because people were saying that when I tried to accept you, the live was glitching. So before I get off of this live, I promise I'll let you come on, but not right now. Lost reality and just picked up and abandoned me, and I was a stay-at-home mom. So I'm learning how to do everything on my own. Oh, I am so sorry. First of all, I hope that he gets the help that he needs. Um, but I know that that has to be hard to go from a two-parent household to a one-parent household and have to literally do everything on your own. But and it's sad to say, I know that you're probably a strong person and you're handling it, but it's just sad that you have to be strong. Like I wish that everybody could have that stability and don't have to be so strong because it's hard trying to be strong all the time. Like sometimes, you just wanna, I don't know, you just wanna have that person that you can lean on when you get tired. So I am so sorry that that happened to you. Um That's the type of relationship I have with my husband. I would do so many special things for him, and he did the same for me. And that's how I feel it should be. I feel like it should be equal. And I feel like a lot of men, and I think that I get criticized a lot for saying that, but I honestly feel like a lot of these women out here don't appreciate men. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I am speaking on both parties, but I am not for one more than I'm for the other. The same thing that I am saying about a man is the same thing that I am saying about a woman. But I just feel like there are a lot of women out here who don't appreciate the things that men do for them and how men go out of their way to try to, like, show them that they care. They take it for granted, which in return make a man get with the next woman and treat them the same way. But that and same goes for a woman. A lot of these men out here don't appreciate these women, and then they treat them like crap. They cheat on them. They do X, Y, and Z. And then when the woman get with the next man, now she's damaged and she's treating the next man like crap. So it goes hand in hand. But I just feel like a lot more women need to show these men that we care about them, that we appreciate them, that especially the loving dads, the loving husbands, the one who are there and doing what they supposed to be doing. I feel like they don't get as much praise as they should get. Like, for instance, My husband and I, like you said, we've been married for 15 years in December. My husband is that type that he, I get what I want. Let's put it like that. I get what I want. My husband, he don't tell me no. And if he do tell me no, 5 seconds later, he telling me yes. So he's that type. Like, I get what I want. I'm very spoiled. My husband shows me he cares for me. He takes the time to spend time with me. Like, he's an amazing father. Like he's very hardworking. Like, he's so caring. Like, my husband would literally give you the shirt off of his back. Like, if it's a homeless person walking on the street, like, my husband is going to give them some money. Like, he's that type of person. And I've told my husband, like, when it comes to these holidays, Valentine's Day, Christmas, like, you don't have to buy me nothing, baby, because you buy me something all year long. I don't need one day for you to show me you love me, because you do that every day. And like, me and my husband, we don't exchange Christmas gifts. Like, for what? Because it's Christmas? No, baby, buy me something because it's Monday. And one year I bought my husband something. I think it was Christmas or anniversary, something I did. And my grandmother was like, and what did he buy you? And I'm like, what do you mean? What did he buy me? I didn't do this for him to get something in return. Like, it's just stereotypes like that. Like, that mindset. Oh, you got him something. What did he get you? Like, baby, he ain't got to give me nothing. But that's just the way people think. That's so racist. What's racist? Okay, but can I say hi and leave because I'm a kid? Okay, I'll let you come. Do it again. I'll let you come on real quick, but only real quick. And then you can say hi and then get off. Because hopefully it don't mess up the live. Because when she tried to come on, everybody said the live was glitching. Hey girl, hi Cody. Thank you, but I'll be okay. I'm strong and I'm older, so my children are grown. Y'all, hopefully it don't mess up again. Hi. What's your name? Is your name Maya? Girl, you came on the live to not say nothing. What's your name? Huh? Girl, if you're not gonna say nothing. Okay, I'll talk to you later, okay?
I can't join now.
I'm gonna talk to you later, okay? When I go live again with the kids, oh, okay, bye. She said, forget you. Remember me, Jordan? I haven't been on in a few lives because I was busy with school, but I'm back. I remember the name, but I remember you, but I don't remember you. We are all human and we deserve love, respect, men or women. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You want to know? Okay, so how I just described my husband, I literally had a friend that told me that my husband was a yes me man, and basically like my husband is a simp because he can't tell me no. He give me what I want. Like, don't get me wrong. When I say my husband can't tell me no, when it comes down to it, he'll tell me no. But when it comes to like, oh babe, can I have this or can you do this? It's yes. Like, so what? My husband likes to see me happy, and so what? She basically told me like my man was a simp and he was a yes me man because, and I wear the pants in the relationship because my man can't tell me no and he buys me what I want. That I wear the pants in the relationship, and I was just like, what? That don't even make sense. How is he? How do I wear the pants in a relationship because he spoils me and gives me what I want? Can somebody answer that for me? Because at this point, baby, you sound like a hater to me. Congratulations, and you deserve a man like that, and he deserves a woman like you. Thank you. My name is Lily. Okay, why you didn't say that on the live, girl? But hi, Lily. But one thing that I don't like is how people try to like stereotype the next person. Like my husband is faithful. My husband, like I have nothing to worry about when it comes to my husband. But people try to put in my head like, oh, men cheat. There's no way that your husband is not cheating on you. You know how people try to mind, like play with your mind, and then you start thinking like, well, damn, is he cheating on me? Like, is he doing X, Y, and Z? But maybe no, I'm secure. Like my husband and I, like we have a relationship like this to where I know for a fact he's not cheating on me. But for another man to try to come in and be like, oh, there's no way your husband is not cheating on you. Every man cheats. Like, what? I'm not getting off the real diva. What I meant by the racist is how they say, "Oh yeah, that is very racist." That like I said, it irritates me how much people criticize black people, how much people degrade black people, because at the end of the day, I don't care what race you are, whether you white, whether you Mexican, Asian, black, Puerto Rican, I don't care. Everybody steals, everybody kills, everybody walks out on their children, everybody cheats. And when I say everybody cheat, I mean like every race. Every race cheats. Like there's someone in every race that does all of the above. So why is it only getting pinpointed to black people? Like I would never understand that. Black men aren't the only men that walk out on their children. Like black men ain't the only one that cheats and walk away from their wives. Like it's literally every race. But no. But that goes back to saying people are very simple minded and people are very immature, and people just have a lot of growing up to do, because just because you remember that, I don't know if you listened to Aaliyah, but when she said age ain't nothing but a number, and it's so true, because just because you're 30 years old don't mean that you're mature, because you have a lot of adults out here that are very immature and childish, and their way of thinking is just so ignorant. What are you doing? Why are you walking like that? Yes, and that's what a lot of people said. Like she might be jealous, like, cause okay, so my husband, like, it doesn't matter. I could cook a full 8 course meal. Before my husband go to sleep, he has to have a bowl of cereal. She gonna tell me we were like, it was like a group of us. I think it was like my son's birthday, and that's why they say don't discuss your relationship with nobody. Don't talk about your man in front of another woman, because at the end of the day, nobody is happy for you and nobody want to see you win. There's always someone who envies you. We was all sitting there and we was talking about something, and she was like, if you cooked more for your man, he wouldn't have to eat cereal. And I looked at her like, you know what I said. B word, like, what? Don't tell me about my man, baby. Can't nobody tell me about my man. Like, go sit down somewhere. But it just be like, and that's why um who is this? Hopefully y'all this is not a kid that's trying to join. Cause y'all coming on here not even saying nothing. Thank you, the real
Hi,
diva.
my name is Yana, and my channel is called TV The Big M.
Hi, how old are you? Hello? Hello? Oh, why y'all coming on here not showing y'all face and being scared? If y'all want to join the live, you can't be scared to show y'all face and you can't be scared to talk. But yeah, I don't know, but that's why I've always been taught like, and that's why I'm a very quiet. I'm not gonna say I am quiet. In real life, I'm quiet. Y'all probably wouldn't believe I'm quiet, but in real life, I'm shy. I'm quiet. I'm standoffish. Like a lot of people, when they first meet me, they look at me and be like, "Oh, she mean. She got an attitude. She's stuck up." But that's just me protecting myself. Like I have my walls put up with everybody because like I said, I wear my feelings on my sleeve, so it's hard for me to just let anybody in. So I am very closed off when it comes to everybody. And then when you get to know me, like you will see a different side of me. Like everybody who judged me based off of like how I look, be wrong. Like my husband's family, like I ain't gonna even lie, my husband's family, like a lot of them, like they judged me before they even knew me. Like they was like, "Oh, she's what they used to say, she always looked like she don't want to be here, or she's quiet, or she's this, she's that." But it wasn't that. I was none of that. It's just I protect myself by being standoffish and being quiet and being to myself because I'm afraid to let people in because all people do is hurt you. Like ain't nobody there for you. They just want to hurt you. So that's just my way of protecting myself. But now that, I know them and they know me, like we love each other. But one thing that I've always been told is a listening ear is nothing but a running mouth. So you have to be careful who you vent to. So when it comes to my relationship, I literally keep my relationship to myself because, like I said, you got people out here that envy you. You got people out here that don't have what you have and they want to mess up what you have on. And that's not to gloat. That's not to, throw anything in nobody's face. But in all actuality, that's how you have to be in life because for the examples that I just gave, you have people that hate on you in real life and it be your friends, it be your family. So you just got to be careful in life. That's not a friend. A friend wants you to be happy. Exactly. And they always they want to act like they so happy for you, but in reality they envy you and they hating on your relationship. Like, baby, don't tell me what to do with my man because he been here for 15 years and ain't went nowhere. So obviously I'm doing something right. Today was my 22nd birthday. Happy birthday. Aliana, I didn't even know you was still here, girl. You've been quiet. But honestly, I think that's where a lot of my quietness and my shyness come from is you just can't trust people. You can't trust people. You got your pizza, son? You got your pizza?
Yeah.
You ate? How many did you eat?
I don't know. I didn't count it.
Hi, Kylie. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all join the live. Right now, I'm talking to my adults. Actually, once I end this live, I'll come back with a new live and then I'll let y'all come on because like I said, this live was like, for mature adults. So I don't want to cross contaminate it with the kids. But I love y'all. I promise when I get off of this live, I'm gonna come on and I'll bring the girls in if they want to come in and I'll talk to you guys for a quick second. Shut up. Cause I've already been on live like over an hour and a half. But y'all, I'm about to go ahead and jump off of this live. I really appreciate and love everybody that came and joined me and conversed and shared your thoughts and your opinions. I appreciate you guys so much. Remember, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to try. I don't want to make no promises and then y'all be looking for me and I don't show up, but I'm going to try to do this once a week, every Friday. Just come on, talk about different topics, different discussions, and, pick each other's brain because like I said, there's a lot of people out there that think differently, which is perfectly okay. So I just like to know how everybody thinks, why people do the things that they do, why people act the way that they act. So I really enjoyed this, and I really appreciate everybody who engaged in conversation with me. I appreciate you guys. Laugh out loud. My mom started talking to me, so I started talking to her for a long minute. I know, I was like, dang, she left, but it's okay. But yeah, guys. So I'm about to end this live, but I'm gonna come back for everybody who wants to join the live. But like I said, I just don't want to cross-contaminate the live because we were talking about adult things. But if you guys all want to come back, you guys are free to come back. I'm just gonna bring my kids in. So I'm gonna end this live and then I'm gonna come back. So if you want to come back, come right back. Love you guys.